I got laid off from my job almost 5 months ago, and the downfall of my attitude is finally happening. I don't know how people don't work. Like, I've been working for 15 to 20 years. I worked at the company that I was at for almost 11 years, big, amazing tech company. And like, I just don't know what people that don't work do, especially if you're like not married, no kids. Like, what are we doing? You can work out for a couple hours a day, you can go shopping, you can cook, you can talk to your friends, but like, you can read podcasts. Like, I'm fucking bored. I don't know how I'm going to do this for another few months. Someone help me. Champagne problems, I know.
5 months, y'all. That's a long time. And so I don't know who's helping her. I don't know who got her back. I don't know who really holding her down. But I'll tell you this, most people, if you just think about the government shutdown, right? Or you think about the furloughed employees or the people that's working and it's not getting paid, the TSA agents, the air traffic controllers and stuff. I seen the guy, the man that represents the air traffic controllers, and said that they're actually retracting and pulling back at least 10%, right? In order for safety. He said that most people, air traffic controllers, who make a lot of money and do a lot of overtime, it's a very in demand job. Most of these guys can be okay. Some of them can go without missing one check. Very few of them, if any, can go without missing two checks. And I know that unemployment is not enough. So when you think about it from that lens, I'm always curious, how are women like this able to sustain themselves unless they either A, live with their parents and they don't have any responsibilities and is being helped by their father or whatever, or B, their lifestyle is being subsidized by a man. It's the only way that I can logically think about a woman and her ability to be able to endure through something like this, because you're never going to convince me that them being laid off and then just getting unemployment, unless they got like a stupid severance check, and that can also bridge them also. But a lot of times from people that I know, when they get those severance checks, they think that they're going to get something immediately and they not really saving that to parse that out. Or maybe she just has really good saving skills and she got a year's worth of salary put up, or 8 months worth of salary, because she said she don't know how she would be able to do this for the next 3 months. But she didn't never complain about money. She only complained about being bored and not having nothing to do. Why y'all not turning y'all hobbies into a business? That's what I would do. Like, I would immediately be jumping into the thing that I've been doing, or maybe people just like to go to work and come home. I'm also starting to see that a lot more too. That maybe people just like to go to work and come home and they don't want to do anything else, or they don't want to be responsible for anything else outside of that. I don't know.
I know.
I got laid off from the biggest consulting firm in the world a little over a year ago, and I have not been able to find work since. So I was a senior business analyst there at one of the big three, MBB, and I was one of my entire class to get laid off there. And they did it quietly. They didn't really tell anybody. This didn't make the news, but I genuinely don't know anyone who I was hired with who is still there. And I was told from working at this place that this is your golden ticket. If you have this on your resume, you will be able to get to a job anywhere. Employers will be knocking on your door. It has been like 18 months since that happened. I have not been able to find another job.
That's a lot. That is a lot. Listen, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. That's a long time. 18 months. He said a little over a year. I had already thought that that was a lot. 18 months? I don't know, man. Now that is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I would expect, especially for a man, because I don't really see a lot of men on here saying, hey, I got laid off and I'm not able to find a job. Men pivot quick. Men absolutely pivot quick. I don't know if he's just trying to get the same and he's not trying to go down or anything like that. Sometimes, I don't know. I was really about to say sometimes you got to ratchet down or you have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. But I'm really genuinely confused how somebody is not able to find a job. So all right, maybe he's just going for a certain type of job because he feels as though he only qualifies for this. And a lot of people don't want to lower their standards. A lot of people don't want to do the grunt work. They don't want to get into the physical work. They think that they have to only do the job that they were trained to do or that they were required to do. And I'll tell you, earlier in my career, I didn't have the skill set that I wound up getting later on once I went back to school and I started actually going into the, software engineering, and then you worked your way up through corporate America. But, I was really quality control and physical, working in plants and stuff like that. So initially, those were the jobs that I applied to, but I was willing to take anything. I was willing to do a call center. I was willing to do sales. I wound up stocking Home Depot overnight. I did all of that stuff. But you just do what you got to do to feed your family. You don't have any disposition about what it is, or maybe people just not desperate enough. Because, like I said, I was doing whatever it took to feed the fam.
So I say that to say, all you folks out there who think you can find another job, think everything is easy and sweet, it is not. Hold on to your job. But the silver lining is, this is that opportunity to go for it, to go for that business or go for that dream that you always wanted to do. So maybe there is a silver lining.
Well, I just found out that I'm losing my job at the end of the month. I'm getting laid off, and I could not be more happy. I have been praying and praying and praying for a new opportunity and a new job. This is not how I thought God was going to answer this prayer, but if you have been in a situation like this where you're getting laid off, you have been laid off, if you're dealing with it right now, what are you doing to get through this process, through this season? I think next time I'm gonna be a little bit more specific how God answers that prayer. Like I'm not kidding. Like I have been praying, like envisioning the day that I turn in my badge and I'm ready for my new assignment. So if you could be praying for me, if you have ideas for work or just whatever, like just let me know.
She never actually said the industry that she was in, because how can you suggest an idea? I think that this is a coping mechanism. A lot of times people have this coping mechanism where they seem like they happy. Oh man, I've been looking to get out of this place for a long time. Yeah, but not involuntarily. You know, a lot of times, if I ever leave a job, it's because I wanted to, and not because they actually fired me, laid me off, let me go, however you want to define it. It has to be on my terms, and it's not going to be like, because that means that you intentional. You planned it. Either you moving on to something else, or you looking to retire, or you moving, you know what I'm saying? You just chilling, or you about to take a vacation, you taking the time off. Whatever that looks like, you put it together on your own time. What she's telling us is that she was looking to leave and she can't wait for her next assignment, which I'm sure that at some point she'll find a job. But then when you look at the guy that happened before that and the woman that looked before that, and they both had some pretty good skill sets. One of them was I think, what she said, UX or something like that. I don't remember. And he's saying that he worked at a pretty prestigious firm that, if you work there, then you should be able to, they're going to be beating down your door. And so she's really optimistic, which hopefully everybody finds a job, but she's really optimistic. But I don't know how accurate that is, or if she's just projecting, So I don't know. I'm praying for everybody. I hope everybody is gainfully employed that want to work. Always leaving links back down in the description, back to the people. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm holler at you guys later. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat.